Hi students, I hope that you all are fine. In this video, I am going to tell about changes around us from 7th Standard Unit 3, Term 2. Let's see some changes in our daily life. Example, melting of ice. Ice melt on heating, that is, it changes from a solid to liquid. On further heating, water starts evaporating. It changes from a liquid to gas. Here, there is a change in the physical state of the substance. Let me see what is change. Change takes place around us all the time. A change refers to an alteration in physical properties or alteration in the composition of matter. Then we have to see type of changes. Two types, physical change and chemical change. What is physical change? Physical changes are the changes in which only physical properties of a substance undergo a change and there is no change in chemical composition. There is no new substance are formed in a physical change. Any change in these physical properties is referred to an physical change. For example, when a rubber band is stretched, it elongates. However, when then stretching is stopped, the rubber band comes back to its original state and shape. Then we have to discuss what happens when we apply heat to the substances and difference between solid, liquid and gas, in which particles are very close together, solids. Particles are arranged in a fixed regular pattern. In solid, particles can vibrate about their fixed positions. Next we have to see liquid, in which particles are close together. Comparing to solid, liquid is loosely packed. Particles are not arranged in a fixed regular pattern in liquid. Particles are able to slide past one another. Present in liquid. Let me see the difference in the gas. Particles are far apart from each other. Particles are not arranged in a fixed regular pattern. Particles move freely over long distance. Comparing to solid and gas, solid and liquid gas, particles are loosely packed. Next, characteristics of a physical change. During a physical change, no new substances are formed. In a physical change, the chemical properties of a substance do not change. For example, when ice cubes melts, water is formed. In this change, there is no new substance. But water is same both in ice and in water. A physical change is usually temporary and reversible in nature. For example, when water is heated, water vapors are formed and once water vapors are cooled, water can be obtained again. In a physical change, the chemical properties of a substance do not change. For example, when a piece of coal is melted, its chemical composition remains in same in the solid form and is also in the liquid form. In a physical change, the physical properties such as color, shape and size of the substance may undergo a change. For example, cutting of vegetables. Next, let me see melting. What is melting? Melting is the process by which a substance changes from the solid phase to the liquid phase. That is melting. Example, ice cubes changes into water. Next, let me see vaporization. Look at the kettle kept on the fire. the bubbles from and liquid water becomes water vapor. However, when you put a wet cloth to dry, the water evaporates into air, leaving the cloth dry. That is, there are two types of vaporization. First one is boiling and second one is evaporation. Boiling is the process of conversion of liquid into vapors on heating. Next, evaporation. Evaporation is a technique used to separate dissolved solid from a solid liquid mixture. This is a technique used to extract solid from sea water. Let me see next one, freezing. Water in the freezer compartment of a refrigerator gets cooled and solidifies to form ice. In this case, the liquid water changes into solid water called ice. Are you seeing ice, students? Yes. Only a change in state takes place during the freezing of water to form ice. But no new substance is formed. So, the freezing of water is a physical change. Next, condensation. We would have observed that the plates that covers that cooked food items have water droplets inside. Why? The water vapor emerges from the hot food and goes up. The plates covering the food items is in relative less temperature than the hot of the food. Next, let me see sublimation. What is sublimation? There are certain solid substances like camphor, naphthalene that get converted into gas directly upon heating without become liquid. So, what is sublimation? This process in which a solid is converted directly into gas is called sublimation. Solid directly converted into gas, that is sublimation. Next, crystallization. Crystallization is also a special form of physical change. The soluble impurities get removed from certain solids by crystallization. The process of cooling a concentrated solution of a substance to obtain crystals is called crystallization. Okay. Next, chemical change. What is chemical change? Changes that occur within the formation of new substance with a different chemical composition are called chemical change. Chemical change are very important in our lives. All the new substances which we use in various fields of our life are produced as a result of chemical reaction. Next, let me see examples. Rusting of iron. Rusting is one change that affects iron particles and slowly destroys them. Some iron is used in making bridges, ship, car, and many other articles. The process of forming rust is represented as iron plus oxygen plus water gives rust. Burning. Burning of paper is a fast change. Burning of wood is a fast change. It forms new substance, carbon dioxide, forming in the burning wood. Next, curdling of milk. We know that curdling of milk is an example of irreversible change. Since we cannot get back the milk after curdling occurs, it is also called the chemical change. Curdling is a process in which liquid gradually turns into solid, forming along the way. Take a hot milk in a pan and add some drops of curd. In few minutes milk curdles forming, and we can add lemon extract to the hot milk to affect curdling immediately. Next we have to see fermentation. Fermentation is a process in which microorganisms such as yeast, certain bacteria break down sugar solution into alcohol and carbon dioxide. It is a irreversible process, as the alcohol formed cannot be turned back into sugar. Thus, fermentation is a chemical change. This is the best example. Next, indicators of chemical change. When water is added to quicklime, there will be evolution of lot of heat along with the formation of slag lime. This is a chemical change and it is indicated by the evolution of heat when the reaction sets in the between quicklime and water. Next we have to see exothermic and endothermic chemical change. Chemical reaction will be either exothermic or endothermic. Solid particle absorb heat and it will be melted. That is endothermic. Exothermic means burning of wood. Also releases the heat and light. This is an example of exothermic change. Next we have to see periodic and non-periodic change. Depending on the weather or not, a change repeats itself after a defined period of time. It cannot be classified as periodic change or non-periodic change. First we have to see periodic change. Changes that repeat themselves after a definite interval of time are called periodic change. For example, rotation and revolution of earth, beating of the heart, clock striking every hour, motion of the second hand, minute hand, hour hand of a clock are some example of periodic changes. So totally, clock is an example of periodic change. Next, non-periodic change. Changes that do not repeat themselves after a definite interval of time and occur randomly are called non-periodic change. Eruption of a volcano, occurrence of an earthquake, a streak of lightning flash across the sky during a running of batsmen between the wickets, movements of leg while dancing or a few examples of non-periodic change. So, best example is volcano and earthquake. These are the example of non-periodic change. I hope that you all are understand. Thank you, students.